This mod review is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another mod review. Today we're going to take a look at Buy Used Equipment. This is a mod that was released in the Giants Mod Hub yesterday, and I have to say this mod is probably a feature that has been requested for oh so long by oh so many people. Surprised it has taken this long in order to basically get this type of functionality in the game, and quite frankly, it probably should have been a feature in the base game, in my opinion, because how many farmers can really afford to buy everything brand new? I mean, it seems to me that a vast majority of the farmers, at least that I know, are really struggling, and they're picking up things on the used market all the time because, well, new stuff is just a little bit too far out of the reach. So what we have here, we have two identical case Pumas with front loader arms and forks, but one on the left is used, one on the right is brand new, and I saved a fortune on the one on the left. So let's take a look at how this all works in the shop. Go to our vehicle shop, and let's go to our Puma as an example, medium tractors. The normal price for a Puma as configured here with front loader attacher is $189,500 for a factory new condition. Well, if I maybe can't quite afford that, I can go with a secondhand used version and I can save myself $60,000. And now I can pick it up for mere $129,340. You note there are some sacrifices that we need to make. And right now with this mod, those sacrifices are fairly minimal. But it seems like this mod is in continual development, and a lot of features may be coming soon to add to the playability and the role playability of this mod. So let's go ahead and buy this particular used tractor. Again, we're saving $60,000 off of brand new price. Take a look over here at our loader arms. Default brand new loader arms are $5,400. Factory brand new. Get them on the secondhand market for $3,600. Saves us $1,700. And I have to say, you know what? Loader arms, they pretty much operate the exact same if they are brand new or completely worn out. So this is a perfect way to save a little bit of cash picking up some secondhand loader arms. And the same with the pallet fork. You might think, well, a pallet fork is just $800. Buy it new. Why spend $800 when you can spend $544 and get it used? Okay, so we can save $256 if we buy this thing used. Over here, look at it. Of course, when you get this stuff, it has the wear value turned up pretty much. So we're seeing this with full wear, and there's going to be a fair number of hours on this stuff. Go to our garage. We've got the brand new case Puma here that we just bought for the slide thumbnail. Has 0 hours on it, 0 days. Here we have case Puma used, and this one has 120 hours already on it and 18 days of basically ownership. Same with this one. Look at our loader arms. Brand new loader arms. 0 days, 0 hours. This is one of the used loader arms. It's been owned for 27 days and 36 hours of usage. Same with this one. We have our brand new forks. 0 days, 0 hours. And here we have 27 days and 36 hours on the used forks. So they're used. They don't have as much value if we are to sell them back, but pick them up pretty cheap. See, the used tractor, like we said, has 120 hours on it. We get it kind of low on fuel, somewhere between half a tank and 3/4 of a tank of fuel. Fairly low on the maintenance gauge. And you can see we have our wear indicators. This is just a Giant's default vehicle. So sometimes the Giant's wear is pretty subtle. And sometimes modded tractors are going to have a lot more wear going on. But cases typically show some pretty good wear in the base game. So that's why I went with this one. As opposed to, let's say, a John Deere, which shows nearly nowhere. Quite frankly, I think it's because they're all made of plastic, and therefore they don't wear very much visually. So if we run this over here to the shop, come in here, and since we have seasons activated, this mod works best with seasons. Without seasons, it's really just a way to get discounted equipment, because you can run over here and basically hit repair, and basically it'll repaint your tractor and basically give you full maintenance on it. So that costs $1,200. Remember, we saved over $60,000 on this. Still have our wear show. We didn't repaint it. Still have 120 hours on the engine. But any power reduction we might have, or anything else that we might have as far as slower working speed for implements, we now have full working speed on this. Just have 120 hours, and the 18 days owned still going to be ticking up. Now this mod is in continual development, and I'm going to put a link to his webpage where he's tracking his project, so you guys can go and check it out. But he's already got several feature requests. In fact, let me go ahead and pause the video, and I'll bring that website up and show it to you. So here we have his project website. I used equipment for Farm Sim 19. There is an interesting issue that was found that currently with the version that is released on the Giants mod hub, hand tools don't work. So the Seasons hand tool, the pressure washer, anything that you would hold in your hand and use does not work. It does have a fix here that you can download, but you can see we've got a little description of the feature. Talks about vanilla game discounts are 20% off, and you'll have roughly 5 hours of operating time, which should translate to about 500 hours of real lifetime, given the time compression that we basically apply to the vanilla game. Seasons, we get a steeper discount of 30%. Items have been used for a couple years, in theory, and we'll have above 120 hours of operating time on them typically. So over here we've got we can track our issues with this and if they're being fixed or not, or have they been fixed. Then we've got feature requests, use stock availability, more realism, multiple used options, higher maintenance costs. So if you've got other ideas on how this mod could be improved, go here, sign up, put in a feature request, and see if maybe your feature gets applied to a future update. But I think this is really cool, and I really like how he's got this project site set up to track issues for people to submit feature requests, or for him to put in basically feature requests that he's working on. People can follow the progress of this particular mod. All right, so we're back here at the shop, and I'm going to wrap up by kind of talking about some of my ideas, some of my thoughts on this mod. I think this is great. We've been wanting to have used equipment overall as a player base for a very long time because of, as I've said already, lots of farmers don't buy brand new stuff. They can't afford brand new stuff. And if you're role-playing, you may want to set up the map. If you're doing a role-play series, if you're a content creator, maybe you already do this on the back end. If you're not a content creator, or maybe you just don't know how to do it on the back end, you don't necessarily always want to start your farm with brand new equipment. This allows you to start it with some used equipment. You got worn down equipment, you got equipment with hours on it already, the maintenance on it already. I think it's a really great idea and aids to the roleplay ability of the game. Well, something that I would like to see is probably the ability to not necessarily be able to get every single thing. Some things probably shouldn't be used. Some things are more commonly sought after as used. I mean, harvesters, for sure. I mean, you're going to find used harvesters on the market all the time, right? But maybe at the highest level here, the creme of the creme, tip of the iceberg as far as the best products, maybe shouldn't be available used. Look at that, 148,000. This is with seasons again. You discount this with the ideal 8, ideal 9, or $48,000 discount. That brings it down to $370,000. Where is that? That is down here below the John Deere 790 as far as brand new price. Right? If we go factory used on this, $203,000. I think it would be interesting to have different discounts for different types of equipment. I mean, used forks should probably not be a flat percentage. Used market for forks, probably not that great. Because of there being such a low cost item anyway, and the percentage for a used item, if it's even available, should be fairly low. And that comes up with availability. That it'd be interesting if there was a rolling availability. Certain times, certain things can't be found used. Maybe the used equipment's been bought up and is only available certain times a year. Maybe toward the end of the mowing season, there's lots of used mowers that are available. But at the height of mowing season, maybe there's not too many used mowers out there on the market because they've all been gobbled up and no one wants to sell their used equipment. So that's some other ideas that I'm just going to toss out there. But this is buy used equipment. I think it's a really great idea. Get it from the Giants Mod Hub, or go over to his project website, and you'll probably be able to download the latest version from there before it's made its way into Mod Hub. So let me know in the comments, what do you think of this buy used equipment mod? Is this something that you've been looking for a long time? Is this one of those mods that you didn't know you needed until you saw it and then you can't play without it? Till next time, happy farming. Please like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.